Good day and welcome to Women on the Move Live. I'm your host, Kim McNair. This show is about women who are in business, about business, and doing business. So what I need you to do right now is call a friend, tweet a friend, hit them up on Facebook, and tell them Women on the Move Live is on the air. Well, my guest today is all about economic development. I want to welcome Miss Nicole McGee Hall. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm liking those red frames.
Well, thank you, and I'm liking that orange dress.
Orange? You like my orange?
I do. Looks good
I
on you.
Came here from Orlando, the orange.
Did
okay,
you?
There we go.
Okay.
This is the peach here, but that's okay.
Right.
I'm loving it here in Atlanta. But look, you've been in the AEC industry for over 20 years. That's architect, engineering, and construction. And tell us about Nicole Works Consulting.
I sure will. Well, AEC, Architecture, Engineering, Construction, is my background. I'm a civil engineer turned entrepreneur.
All right.
And before I started my own business, I actually worked in the public sector. I worked for state government and county government and city government. And I've also worked for corporate America as well. And so in 2009, I ventured out on my own, started doing independent consulting, and realized, hey, I need a name. And I decided to start Nicole Works Consulting. In 2010 is when I got the name, and that's where we are. We've been going ever since. The rest is history.
So Nicole Works is from Nicole.
It has,
works.
Yes.
All right, now.
Right.
I like that. That's good, girl. That is good. That's good and creative. But you know, that's you.
That's me.
That's you. That's you.
try.
All right. Well, you know, I wanted to ask because this is just something I was thinking about as I was kind of reading your bio and just looking into the company. Now, you know, I live on the South Side, and every time I hit Hudson Bridge, it's all this construction. You got anything to do with any of that? Can you help me?
Can't help you with construction on Hudson Bridge, but I'm excited that we have been doing work with different communities.
Good.
One of our niches is community improvement districts, and we work with property owners and businesses as well as governments who want to improve and enhance their communities. So all of the work we do is to enhance and promote economic development. And so we're excited about the construction work. As a traffic engineer previously, I know a lot of people don't like traffic, but you've got to have the construction to get improved roads.
Right, and it's growing pains. I tell people it's just
right.
growing pains,
Exactly.
but when it's over, it's going to be smooth sailing.
That's it. And see, everybody doesn't have that thought process, but it's good.
It is good.
It is good. And
I just time it.
It is timing, and so one of the things that we've done is work with communities to do enhancements. So some of the enhancements we do are transportation improvements, as well as beautification improvements, infrastructure, as well as public safety. We are actually in a new contract with Henry County, but not at Hudson Bridge.
Okay,
so,
okay.
We'll be a little bit further down at exit 218, 216 area. So.
Okay, that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I mean, you know, I service. I always say we service because I sit on the Women in Business Council for Clayton County. So we service, you know, I say Clayton County, Henry, Fayette, all that Southern Crescent area. So you're doing the work for us. I like that.
Okay.
And a woman at that.
That's right. We're trying to do more work in more counties and more cities across the metro Atlanta area.
Did y'all hear that? Nicole Works Consulting is who you need to call.
Yes, community development. That's what we do.
That's it. All right. Well, look, now you already touched on the fact that you work with government, transportation, and those things, and you do quite a bit in other areas. I know community is very important to you, community and public service.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that side of you and what you're doing in the different communities like the CAB and so on and so forth.
Well, just recently we actually have a public safety initiative going on with one of the community improvement districts that we're working with, and we are doing off-duty patrols. So one of their areas in the South DeKalb, one of their issues in the South DeKalb area is actually public safety. And so one of the things that CIDs do address are the public safety issues, in addition to landscaping and, you know, transportation. But for this particular case, we're already having an impact after 3 weeks. They are actually arresting people who are committing crimes, loitering, and doing things that are impacting the businesses. And so the business community is who we serve. And we want to do the things that are going to help them attract more customers and patrons and to really increase their revenues, because that ultimately increases the economics for the area.
Yes.
And so that's one of the things we have done. We're working in Henry County to actually do a feasibility study for them because they're interested in doing a CID down south. So that would be the first one, and we did the first one in Clayton County as well. So we're proud. That's actually where our office is, in Clayton County, and around the Aerotropolis area. So.
Oh yeah. Now tell us about the Aerotropolis, a little bit about that whole piece, because I know that's kind of like going to be, is that like going to be a midtown down by the airport? Like an Atlantic Station kind of look?
Something like that.
Okay.
It's a city, and it's an airport city. So that's where Aerotropolis comes from. And so it's exciting because there are plenty of Aerotropoli, that's the plural, across the world. Actually, we took a business intelligence trip, some of the stakeholders in the area, to Paris as well as to Amsterdam to see what they're doing in other places so that we could actually bring some of those best practices back here for the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. And so my team and I had the opportunity to establish the first CID in the Aerotropolis area, which is Airport West CID. And then the next year, we actually formed the Airport South CID, which is on the Clayton County side. So now together they are actually working to do a lot of improvements around the area. You talked about Hudson Bridge and that traffic and that construction. Well, soon there's going to be construction going on Camp Creek Parkway near at 285. And so a lot of people may not like it during the time of the construction, but like you said, it's growing pains.
That's right.
And so that's one of the signature projects that we really educated people about, and that's actually one of the reasons that a lot of people signed up to be a part of the CID. So.
Well, that is great. Nicole Works Consulting is doing the doggone thing, and look at the woman that's heading it all up, Nicole McGee Hall. It is great. We do awesome things. You are truly a woman on the move. You know that, right?
I'm trying to be, and literally on the move too, all the time, all over Metro Atlanta. So.
That's good. That is good. Well, I'm glad you had time to sit down with me today and kind of talk about Nicole Works. Is anything you specifically you want to let our viewers know? Something we need to stay tuned for? Anything coming up?
Yeah, there's one thing. I was fortunate to be a part of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business program, and that program actually educated small business owners such as myself on how to really grow their business and be an impact in the communities that they serve. And so one of the things that I host is a Nicole Works net weaving event where I'm serving as an ambassador for Goldman Sachs, and we are telling people about the program. It is a full fellowship, and so small business owners are they have the opportunity to go to Boston, Babson College. It's like a mini MBA. It's about 16 weeks. And so I'll be hosting another one in the fall. I don't have the date yet. But we want to let people know there were not a lot of Georgians and there were not a lot of African Americans.
So I need to.
And not a lot of women.
I need to be getting signed up.
Hello. Yes, it's an application. So,
definitely. So I want to make sure you get the information to me so that I can put it on our website.
Okay,
we'll
that'd be
put
great.
that on womenonthemovetv.com. So the link, so people can go and get more information on that. And of course, putting information about Nicole Works Consulting, because again, I think that everyone needs to know, and it's good to share.
That's it.
To a lot more on what's going on, because it's important for what we do.
We believe in affecting our communities, impacting our communities, and spurring and promoting economic development.
All right, you did that, dog. That was a commercial break.
All right.
Y'all. Well, look, thank you again. Look, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. That was good.
Cool. Yeah. I would feel pretty good, but I really don't want to.
There is a place where total health care for women is a reality. Women's Health Institute is a one-stop total health boutique dedicated exclusively to women. Whether you are looking to alleviate pain or eliminate your varicose veins, we provide patients with state-of-the-art medical facilities in a spa-like environment. Dr. Umera, Dr. Francis, and Dr. Edmonds have the knowledge and preparation for the essential understanding of your pregnancy. Every birth is a special event, and we make every effort to keep our patients informed. Women's Health of Georgia.
My next guest is the Vice President of Strategic Development for the Atlanta Police Foundation. Please welcome Haley Akins. How are you?
Good, Kim. How are you?
I'm fabulous. It's good that you can come and join me. The last time we saw each other was for lunch at the Commerce Club.
It was fantastic. It was great getting together with some business leaders and others in the community, so that was great.
Yes. Now, I want to ask this question. Now, some of our viewers may not be aware of what the Atlanta Police Foundation does or what they do in the community. I want you to briefly tell us a little bit more about the foundation.
Sure, absolutely. So the Atlanta Police Foundation was founded in 2003, and it's a 501c3 nonprofit. A lot of folks, have this misconception that because we support the Atlanta Police Department and we work very well with the city of Atlanta, that we are in part of the city. But in fact, we're actually a really great and continuing to grow foundation in the Atlanta market. And we've been very, very instrumental through a partnership with the city of Atlanta, the business community, and the great work of the community in Atlanta to really help and support not only the employees of the Atlanta Police Department, but also to integrate programs in and around Atlanta that really help the community come together and create a closer-knit, tight-knit group.
Oh, wow, that's good. Look, so people, they probably didn't even know. Like you said, they probably have that misconception, but knowing that it's a separate entity that support one another.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Now, the community and law enforcement relations have dominated the news. There's been a lot going on and throughout the community, really around the world. And with your mission, it kind of appears that it's kind of in line with a lot of things. Kind of speak to that a little bit for me as far as, what the foundation or what the police foundation is doing to kind of address some of the issues.
Absolutely. So again, bringing the community together in a close-knit, tight group to really elevate public safety in Atlanta is our goal. But our mission really is to make Atlanta the safest large city in the nation. And in light of recent, current local and national events that have gone on, it's now become more important, more than ever, to really come together as a community to uplift the police officers that serve and protect us on a daily basis. One of the big things we're doing right now is really doing a text to give program. So if everybody would like to, text APF to 444-999 to support our different programs, that is part of our continual campaign to really support the programs of the foundation. Some of those include building officer housing over in the West Side, doing collective and comprehensive approach, bringing in a security patrol, putting cameras around the city of Atlanta to build into our video integration center, which is one of the largest in the world here in Atlanta that we house, and the Police Foundation supports all of that. Another great opportunity that we are looking at right now is the At Promise Youth Center over on the west side of Atlanta. And we really are focused on the force of the future. Who are our children that are coming up? We all know the folks and kids that have gotten into trouble, and we want to make sure that they are steered on the right path, moving forward and providing those provider services. And so we are creating a youth center right now that's going to help with diversion, intervention, and prevention for youth.
Diversion, intervention, and prevention.
Absolutely.
All the chins.
All the chins in Atlanta's market. And I absolutely love it because we're really pairing up and working with different contributors in Atlanta, Habitat for Humanity, Boys and Girls Club, Chris Kids, and so many others that have really come to the table and said, yes, we need to help our youth get on the right path, and we can help them interact with the police officers and have that positive relationship.
Right now as they develop, because again, with so much going on, but it's good to kind of catch the youth now and let them see it's not what, you're looking at all this, but it's a lot more to it, and don't think that all are the same as others. This is good stuff, because the children are our future, right?
They are. They really are. So, the officer housing, having a security patrol, all these elements, I think it's important that businesses and leaders in our community community and everybody who works, lives, and plays in Atlanta should be
Yes.
aware of how we are impacting so insurmountably the public safety. You know,
wow.
public safety is personal. We've all been impacted, or our families have been impacted
Oh,
in
yes.
some way.
Oh, yes.
And being more in tune with what's going on in terms of what different programs are actually being implemented, so you can talk about your public safety. It's very, very important.
That is good. Well, look, what we're going to do, we're going to continue this conversation. We're going to take a break. We're going to pause for the cause, and we'll be right back.
At Just For You Women's Healthcare, everything we do is just for you. We offer a range of well women care, from your annual exams to weight loss, vitamins, and natural supplements. We're with you throughout life, from obstetrics and pregnancy care to menopausal care and even laparoscopic surgery should you need it. Take the first step. Call us and schedule an appointment today. We look forward to caring just for you.
Well, we are back. I'm telling you, we're having a good time here, Helly, aren't we?
The best.
Well, look, during our luncheon, we talked a little bit about the millennials and some of the things and initiatives that the Atlanta Police Foundation was looking to do. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've got a lot going on in terms of outreach to the younger generations and kind of the next generation of business leaders in Atlanta. So just this past spring, up in February, around February, we created what is known as the Young Guns Executive Committee. So we've engaged a lot of folks in Atlanta in terms of, for that millennial perspective of what does public safety mean to millennials, and really helping us craft the messages that are going to impact how we kind of view public safety, how
That's
we
good.
view the police.
Right,
You know, if
right.
we don't get those inputs and that insight from those folks, then where are we? And we want that direction from the next generation.
Yes, yes. Okay, and that's good. Young Guns. I like that. And we also talked about trying to get some celebrities involved in the initiative and being a part of that and speaking to that. Am I correct?
Absolutely. We would love that. That's been one of the big things I think that we need to highlight more and get more athletes involved, more musicians involved. Atlanta is so rich in those folks and with those folks and that talent. I mentioned the Youth Center earlier. Well, we are really hoping to put kind of a music mixing, yeah, kind of a music center, you know, to allow the kids to kind of really get that insight, bring those celebrities in to teach them.
That'd be
you
real
know,
creative.
Have different opportunities for sports, you know, maybe have a golf simulator, you know, have the pro golfers of Atlanta come
together.
Yeah,
right. Oh, that's really
so
good.
I think it could be, you know, really great to bring, you know, all the elements of Atlanta together to help our youth.
Oh, yeah, I like that initiative. And again, the millennials, that's where it's at. Because just like one of the young ladies that were at the luncheon with us, she was like,
great.
she said, look, you got 45 minutes to give me that message. If you don't have it in 45 minutes, you lost me. I'm like, oh my gosh, so we got to get in there. Because they want it right now. They want it fast. They want it like yesterday.
Absolutely.
Right?
She's like, if you don't get me, I'm on to the next.
Yes,
so
yes,
she's
yes.
good.
But I think that initiative is really going to be good to be able, because Atlanta is so entertainment. I mean, it was already music, but now with the film industry, just imagine some of the workshops or the things that, you know, having the directors and the producers that are here, you know, they're producing a lot of these major movies to come and say, hey, spend a few hours with the youth in the community in Atlanta. You know, teach them and show them, just give them a little insight. So when they're at home watching TV, they're thinking beyond just what they're watching. They're like, dang, I wonder who did. And then they're interested in, you know, all the effects.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh, what that's going on.
And you know, pairing that all together, showing them that, hey, I might be a celebrity, but I am very pro, you know, the policing, that the police officers that I know, they live in my neighborhood. Let's all get together as a team and a group to really impact public safety.
Right.
You know, choose a life of work rather than crime. And
Right,
so
that's right,
it's
that's
going
right.
to be amazing to see that all come to fruition. And that's supposed to be fully operational next spring.
Okay, all right. So we're going to have to come back and say,
Absolutely.
we're here. Or maybe we'll bring the cameras out to you and say, here we are. She said it was happening.
Let's do that. That would
Yes.
be amazing. Absolutely.
I'm excited. Now, August 30th, you have a big event.
Yes, so every year we bring over 1,000 different business leaders and police officers together at the Georgia World Congress Center.
Okay.
And so August 30th, as you mentioned, it's called the Crime is Toast Breakfast.
The crime is?
Crime is toast.
Oh, crime is toast
Yes.
breakfast. Oh, goodness, crime is toast breakfast. I want a little butter and jelly on my toast.
Exactly. So we give officers that have been injured in the line of duty different awards. We recognize the Civilian of the Year and have a lot of opportunities for great conversation. And again, just to highlight that youth, you know, in the millennial perspective, we'll be focusing on a lot we're doing in the Atlanta community regarding that at the breakfast this year.
That's going to be good. Nice. All right, so I got to put that on my calendar. Yes.
Oh, be my guest, absolutely.
Okay, yes, yeah. You heard it right here. Women on the Move Live, you heard her say I can be her guest. Well, I thank you so much, Haley, for just coming, taking time to come over here and sit with me and just kind of share a little bit about what the Atlanta Police Foundation does, how connected you are to the community, how much you support the community, and you want to kind of come together, you know, and show more of a partnership and a love than what we're seeing and what we're receiving now. So it's good for people to know that. And I mean, to be the Vice President of Strategic Development, you are gorgeous, my darling.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, look, we're going to pause for the cause. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Deanna Brown Thomas, daughter of the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, and you're watching Women on the Move Live.
Well, my next guest was appointed by Caesar Mitchell. You know, he's running for mayor right now, but he is the president of the Atlanta City Council, correct? Meet Dr. Rashanna Novellas.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm glad to have you. You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
I looked at your pictures. I was like, okay, well, wow, I got it here live in living color. So it's amazing. I'm just happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And it's good to just see a professional, young professional woman that is a doctor.
Thank you. I love to learn. I love to learn. Love school.
Well, that's good. Now, you were appointed to the Atlanta Commission on Women.
Yes, I was.
So tell us about the Atlanta Commission on Women.
So the Atlanta Commission on Women represents all kinds of women issues in the city, ranging from education, access to programs, basically any issue that a woman has to face, you know, running her household, figuring out what to do with her family. And so, yeah, so it's great. I'm really excited, and my role will be focused more so on the entrepreneurship community. The biggest segment of people moving to Atlanta that are women are actually entrepreneurs. So they need, or we need, as many resources as possible to make our dreams come true.
Wow, well, you're in the right place at the right time. Women on the Move Live, because that's our audience. This platform is for women and that are doing business, about business, women who are entrepreneurs, mompreneurs. You have a lot of women that are home that are trying to kind of segue into what they're going to do next. I've been raising these children. Now what do? I didn't, you know, they didn't take the time to take a class or do an online class, but they have this niche that could be a business.
Right, and they say when you look at the health of the city, look at the women. So I'm very passionate about making sure all of us are as happy and well-rounded and as prepared as possible.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Wow, this is my new best friend over here, y'all. This is my new best friend. All right. Now, I do remember at one time, and I'm not sure if you remember, when the mayor had an initiative where they would have offices for women who had businesses, women-owned businesses or minority women in business. Is that initiative already rolling? Is it going? Do you know?
Yeah, they launched the Women's Economic Initiative, I believe. So actually, the executive director of that program is my mentor.
Oh, cool.
So we just met recently. So yes, that program is going. It's very competitive to get in, but it's an awesome space downtown, and that's just one of the things the city is doing to help women entrepreneurs. So
see, it's good. See, that's good, because I remember hearing about it, and then I didn't know kind of like what happened with it. So it's good to know that it's going on and it's rolling and everything is moving, women on the moving. Okay. Yeah. So tell me about some of the accomplishments of the Commission on Women. Have you have any success stories, anything that you can kind of touch base on, so to give people kind of a gist of, wow, this is what they're doing?
Well, they are serving as a liaison between corporate America and the private citizens, and just really communicating the needs of women to the different government agencies, and really trying to advocate for women, the concerns of women.
Okay, well, You know I want to hear about that wealthy yogi. What is the wealth?
Yeah.
Bring me into your world.
So
What
I
is the wealthy
believe-
yogi?
I believe that the ideal life comes when you are mindful and pair your mindfulness with financial strategy. So you know where you're allocating your money, right?
Okay.
So I went to Thailand a couple years ago to study yoga for an extended period of time because I wanted to figure out how to blend mindfulness into my everyday life. And I discovered there that mindfulness is not something that you can compartmentalize, right? It needs to be a part of everything that we do. So when we're mindful, we're in the present moment, we're happier, we have less stress, and then we're able to navigate through life better.
Good.
So yeah, that's the
Oh,
wealthy yogi.
Wow. So that is good. So how can we find out more about Wealthy Yogi?
You can find me at thewealthyyogi.com and at The Wealthy Yogi on all social media platforms.
Okay,
So
okay.
very cut and dry.
Very cut and dry, right
Yes,
there.
yes.
Wow, that is good. So you studied abroad and you kind of
Yeah.
brought it back and kind of put it in the tool for us to use each and every day. And we can just kind of, so when we go to wealthyogi.com, are we getting daily, is it a daily word, or is it just kind of like a tutorial of some things that we need to do?
Well, yeah, I have a 5-step process to multiply your wealth. That's right there on the homepage. And I also have a variety of resources such as blog articles and free
good.
downloads for education and
Yes.
templates. So it's a full-fledged resource for people who are entrepreneurs who want to have a more harmonious approach to life.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. Well, we need that, girl, because it's stressful out here. It gets real stressful. I'm telling you. Now, I also wanted to ask a little bit about, now you talked about earlier that you had 4 different degrees.
I do, yes.
So just tell us, because I want people to know we small, we important.
So I have a bachelor's in computer engineering, a bachelor's in economics, a master's in information systems engineering, and a doctorate in computer engineering and finance.
All right now.
So it sounds like 5, but it's 4.
Oh, wow, that
But
is
yes.
awesome. I applaud
Thank you, thank you.
I applaud you. Because, it's important that that the young women can see, wow, this is where I can go, this is what I can do. And education is the key. It's important.
Right. And you bring up a good point. I thought that you had to look a certain way to be an engineer or have all of these degrees or even be an entrepreneur.
See?
But you can look however you look. You can be whoever you are and still accomplish great things. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing.
All right. Well, that is great. Well, I'm so glad you had time to just sit down with me today and come in and just share and this beautiful smile with my guest today.
This has been fabulous.
All right. Well, look, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Hey Atlanta, if you're shopping for a new vehicle, you owe it to yourself to come see us at Heritage Cadillac in Morrow.
That's right. We've been in business for over 23 years, and the combination of our great customer service and Cadillac's great vehicles are second to none.
So come join the Heritage family today.
Expect the best. Heritage Cadillac.
Well, we had a great show today. I want to thank Nicole McGee Hall, Haley Akins, and of course, Dr. Rashanna Novellas for sitting in with me today for Women on the Move Live. Look, tune in each and every week. Go to womenonthemovetv.com and I'll see you next week.